Blockstream is a company whose name comes up a lot, and I continue to hear that Blockstream has crippled Bitcoin. Blockstream has been funded by the bankers to intentionally make Bitcoin bad, and that they turned the beautiful, simple Bitcoin from 2014 into the crippled science project of today.
Shut the hell up.
Just shut up.
Okay? Shut the hell up.
Bitcoin is open source. Bitcoin is open source. Bitcoin is open source. Bitcoin is open source. Bitcoin is open source! How can I become a coder for Bitcoin? How can I contribute? Well, first you have to know that there are different implementations of Bitcoin. You know, the Bitcoin white paper, we all know, great paper, very white, gives an outline and instructions, but people, real human beings, have to put that into action. There are many implementations of Bitcoin, but the most popular by far is called Bitcoin Core. You may have heard that term before. Why is Bitcoin Core the most popular? Conspiracy? No. People around the world are choosing to use this implementation. They choose it because it has the most developers working on it and the most eyes on it. No one wants to use the second best implementation, and that's what leads to this big disparity between them. Blockstream employees, yes, have worked on Bitcoin Core. But if you look at the contributors, you'll see a lot of different people. So it's really unfair and just incorrect to say Blockstream controls Bitcoin Core. Contributors put their work through peer review. So if you have a good idea, maybe I want to propose increasing the number of Bitcoin from 21 million to 21,069,000. I'd write up a Bitcoin improvement proposal, a BIP, and the community would critique, test, and share it around. Now, obviously, my proposal is preposterous, but good ideas will and do get through. And every implementation can decide on the definition of a good idea and how they want to make changes. I like these general points by Bitcoin developer Matt Corallo. Avoid activating in the face of significant, reasonable, and directed objection. As the community has grown, it's become a lot harder to find universally acceptable good ideas, which has led to this conservative approach, not to do anything too crazy and sacrifice what we already have. But just check the GitHub. Upgrades are happening and being discussed all the time. For the sake of argument, what if all the Blockstream employees are evil and they manage to trick all of these other people and turn them evil? Well, then any of these competing implementations can take the throne. Where's the merch review? Why am I saying all this? Well, I'm saying this because any competitor to Bitcoin, and there are thousands of them, can't attack the leader because there is no leader in Bitcoin. So what these entities have been doing is creating one. They go after the developers of Bitcoin Core, and they go after the employees at Blockstream. The internet is slowly getting full of hit pieces and personal attacks on developers who commit the crime of showing their face. And it's messed up. Greg Maxwell, who I've talked about before, publicly stepped away from Bitcoin because of these personal attacks. It's a big loss for Bitcoin. And I'm not just saying that because Greg and I probably share some heritage. Greg's a grown man and he can defend himself, but it's very rare to have elite technical skills and also be selfless. To contribute to an open source project that by its nature cannot give you a salary. It's too often thankless work, and it's even less attractive when threats and smear campaigns are directed at you. For these reasons, I felt comfortable enough to do more free advertising and review some Blockstream merch. So, is Blockstream controlling Bitcoin? No. Should we keep an eye on them? Yes. Are they paying me to do this? No. Has my channel turned into what I despise most, marketing? Yes. Have I ever contributed anything to Bitcoin? No. Am I an idiot?
Welcome to the morning show. This is Andy Milanakis, and we are talking about Bitcoin and Bitcoin news. Welcome.
This is a green highlighter. It's $3. If they had markers with every color you could think of, blue, yellow, red, it wouldn't be a work of art like having just a green highlighter is. So I think this is cool. It has an advertisement on it for their green wallet, which is a mobile wallet. So you can keep, Bitcoin on your phone. I can't really speak on the wallet. It looks very nice. It's open source, which is good. If your wallet is not open source, then what are you even doing? Are you even a cypherpunk? Are you even a cypherpunk? Do you even have a little green marker? I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's swag people can actually use. It's cheap, good price. Fair enough. Here we have a liquid shot glass. I don't need to explain to you why this is, a pun, or why this would be appropriate to have a glass for their liquid network. Liquid is a side chain where you can move assets around. You can move Bitcoin very quickly. It's really not for me and you or the consumer. It's for institutions, for big boys who want to move money around. I would think kind of like what Ripple is trying to do. But if there is a conspiracy for Blockstream keeping Bitcoin the way it is, liquid is a fair criticism. Bitcoin staying the way it is and then building side chains off of it, that's how Blockstream can make money. And they're open about it. I mean, they're trying to use liquid to make money. It's a service they're providing. It's a way to somewhat scale Bitcoin, be able to move it around very quickly in large amounts. All these shot glasses you can buy are pretty garbage. The logo you got is going to come off in a few washes, but I don't know. I guess they could engrave it in there or something, but it's also kind of weird to have one shot glass. I never got the point of any of that. I don't like liquor. I'm more of a beer guy. I just like the taste of beer, and I know how much I have. With liquor, you have a mixed drink. If I drink a mixed drink, I have no idea how much alcohol I've consumed. Does it taste strong? Does it taste weak? With beer, I know where I'm at. So I'm not a fan of hard liquor. When it comes to this shot glass, I won't be purchasing this. Not a fan. All right, here we've got the Don't Trust, Verify t-shirt. Here modeled by two well-proportioned models. It only comes in this one color, so I'm not a fan of that. Don't Trust, Verify is obviously a big point of Bitcoin. I have repeated many times, don't trust people. People lie. Blockchain does give us a chance to have this immutable record. I don't know. I'm probably going to give this a thumbs down. I don't like the color. I wouldn't say this, but some people might say this is a little autistic. But for the right person, in the right situation, maybe it's okay. I'm just not a fan of that gray color. This picture with the models is kind of interesting. I wonder if they were standing next to each other, or if this is kind of photo manipulation. Their hands are so close. Kind of reminds me of that poem, "We are just trees blowing in the wind, our branches attempt to touch." Something like that. I don't know. Alright, but thumbs down on this. This is a sticker. $2 for this. I think $2, I guess, is reasonable. Back in my day, using Lightning was reckless. So this is a nod that the Lightning Network for Bitcoin is still in its early stages. You should not be using it for large amounts of money. We got this old man here with a giant ass next to his granddaughter, apparently. I don't know what situation you could use this. Maybe a notebook. I'm actually going to give this a thumbs down. Hashtag reckless, like what is that? Is this a hashtag I should be aware of? This is another sticker, same price. I got Lightning working, but all I got was this sticker. I guess you can purchase this with Lightning from the Blockstream store, so that is kind of cool. You can say, I've got this sticker, I used Lightning to buy it. I don't like that they branded Blockstream on the bottom there. Will Lightning be a thing in the future? I think so. I think enough people are motivated to get it to work, but who knows? This is the Coldcard MK2. This is a cold storage device that is honestly one of the most hardcore products they probably sell. It's not idiot proof like a Trezor or a Ledger, but if you want to be a real cypherpunk, if you want to be a guy who's like in the Matrix, this is something to look at. Check out this website, CoinKite. This is where cypherpunks do some shopping. There's a ton of security that goes into this. The bag looks the way it does because there is a special code on the bag that matches the device inside, so that's not been tampered with. It's got a micro SD card where you could keep swapping those out, so it never has a connection to any computer. It's never plugged in anywhere. It has the option of a duress pin, so if there's a guy with a gun to your head, he asks you to open up your wallet, you can enter a different pin than your real pin, and it opens a completely separate wallet. They really put a lot of thought into this. You can also set it up to have a brick option, so if you put in a certain pin, it bricks the whole system and makes it useless. It's just another option for game theory. If you're in a crisis, what are you going to do? Are you going to give them the fake pin? Are you going to just brick it completely? They even, on the little chipboard, there's a little arrow with the words, shoot this, if you need to destroy it quickly. It tells you exactly where to shoot it if you are, looking to destroy it quickly. If you're getting into Bitcoin, you might as well go all in. You might as well learn skills besides how to swing trade. You might as well learn some of the technology that goes into all this. So it's really cool. Probably the coolest piece of technology that Blockstream sells. This website also has a block clock that shows the Bitcoin price. Does a couple other things as well. It's more of a vanity item. I think it's like $5,000 because it's a limited edition thing, but also pretty cool. If you're a millionaire, that'd be something cool to have in your house. Blockstream does not sell that. You got to go to the CoinKite website. Anyway, Here's a Trezor Model T with the Blockstream logo. You're basically just getting a branded Trezor. At this point, you're just kind of signaling you want to support this company. You can get the same thing from Trezor for probably a little bit cheaper. I would probably say to do that. I'm assuming you're not listening to me for actual technical advice, but common sense. Do not buy one of these things off of eBay or from a guy on the street. Get it from the company itself. Just give you more peace of mind. You're not getting something that is compromised. I have nothing but good things to say about the Trezor Model T. It's one of the most popular things, probably for a reason. It's kind of ugly looking, but is this about looking cool, or do you want something that's easy to use? Here we got the Blockstream Hoodie. Again, there's no color options. It's all this stupid color, something Mark Zuckerberg would wear. I will say the models, again, are looking very nice. This guy's tatted up. He's got a nice jawline. This girl is, whoa. This girl's in a short skirt. So, these people look cool. I don't know if you're going to look like them. You put this on. That symbol isn't that cool. It looks like Facebook to me. I don't know. I think you're going to look like Mark Zuckerberg. You're not going to look like this guy or this girl. $42. I guess that's average price when you're buying this merch from these people. Navy blue is the color they say. If you work for the company, I guess it makes sense to wear this, but if you're just a fan of cryptocurrency, there's a lot cooler stuff out there than this. Like I said at the beginning, there's already all these people who don't like Blockstream. Some of it warranted, some of it unwarranted. You're just kind of looking like a dork, in my opinion. So if I was Blockstream, I'd try to do something a little bit more fun, something funny, something unique, rather than this corporate, boring stuff. But that's just my opinion. This is the satellite node sticker. My other node is a satellite. One of the things Blockstream does is they use actually a few different satellites orbiting Earth to broadcast the Bitcoin blockchain. So if you get a satellite dish hooked up in the right direction, you can run a node without being connected to the internet. Now, is it a perfect solution for decentralization? No, but it is pretty cool. I can't imagine this is something they're really making money off of. So I think this is a cool sticker, cool story. If somebody starts talking to you about that, you start talking about how you have a dish on your, a dish in your backyard that you're using to send, Bitcoin transactions. They're going to think this guy's pretty cool. What do they got here? The hardware mega bundle. Yeah, for $520, you get a bunch of all this stuff. Yeah, I'm going to skip that. This is called the Blockstream Metal. So if you have a hardware wallet, you're going to get this phrase of either 12 to 24 words. This phrase, of these words will recreate your wallet in the event that, the hardware wallet gets destroyed or you can't access it anymore. So if you think about it, if you're taking ownership of your Bitcoin, it really comes down to just securing these 12 words. Now, you can write that on a piece of paper and keep that somewhere safe, but you really have to be mindful about this. If somebody gets that piece of paper and knows what it is, you're done. Your Bitcoin can be compromised. So you could take that paper and put it in the bank. You could bury it in your backyard, but paper, it's not going to do well if you fall off a boat, falls into the ocean, if the sprinkler system in your house goes off, or putting some Eggo waffles in the toaster, your house burns down. Maybe you're making some soup and somehow you set the house on fire, like a sim character. You're in trouble. If that piece of paper gets burnt, I mean, you better have those memorized. Well, one solution out there is to have a metal version of your words. And this is called the Blockstream Metal, as I said. It's a design that is made by another company, Crypto Steel, but it's open source. So Blockstream has taken that design, branded it themselves. And what you would do is they give you a bunch of little letters of the alphabet. You spell out your words and you slide it into these slots. So this thing, is waterproof, fire resistant. This guy Jameson Lopp, who's like one of the smartest people in Bitcoin, definitely recommend checking out his website. He has some great blog posts, but he actually stress tested this, and it didn't do great. His final score was a D. I guess it does withstand, fire, but when he put it in acid, the thing started corroding. So again, that's a little extreme, but something to keep in mind. That brings us to the Blockstream Metal Capsule. So this is $95. The one we were just looking at, the Blockstream Metal, was $80. So it's a little bit more. Same idea. This is a way to store your words in a safe way. But instead of sliding it into this card, you're putting it in a tube. So you put the letters in order, obviously, secure the tube. It's not as easy to read as the Blockstream Metal, but when Jameson reviewed this, it actually did a whole lot better in withstanding his tests. He gave this an A-. So you're sacrificing some readability with this tube. Kind of have to take the letters out and spread them all out again if you want to read your word. But the advantage is it's a lot more secure. As with most things, if you're looking for convenience, you're usually sacrificing something else. I would say if you are worried about getting blown up with like a missile launcher, I'd say try to make some changes to your environment and get out of that situation so you don't need something like this. And if you really want to take ownership of your money seriously, it's worth looking into these things. Plus, with the tube shape, that's probably easier to store if you want to hoop that. Very cool. I'd recommend this. And we got the Don't Trust, Verify sticker. This almost looks like one of those motivational quotes that like a girl's notebook would have that says like faith, family, friends, or faith, love, friends, faith, family, love, stuff like that. I think this is okay. I think you could put it on a couple different things. It makes people think. I mean, this could even be like a political slogan. I think that's good. I think it's a good motto to live by. You can support Blockstream, throw them a couple bucks, get something that is, good advice, just a universal good quote, and it's not branded by the Blockstream logo anywhere, so I like stuff like this. There's a little pat on the head, and I think that might bring us to an end. So, there's my review. Did you learn anything? Probably not.
Big one as well. 1.2 meg. So good.